So Kent Hovind and the crew at Dinosaur Adventureland have decided to start doing Science Center tour videos, with these videos being themed off of the 6 days of creation, which it would appear is how the Science Center is laying out. So, let's take a look.
Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, Let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
You know, Kent, if I wanted to hear somebody read Genesis, I'd just go back to the Apollo 8 mission back in 1968, where they read Genesis from the fucking moon. It was lunar orbit, to be specific. But yeah, reading it from the moon's orbit, pretty poignant, even for me. Because I take in the symbolism of them as the moderate Christians that were common around that time, looking back at Earth, that first time to ever, with humanity's own eyes, see Earth as this fragile little thing hanging in the void of space. To be able to reflect on it and the magnitude of what they were doing, where they were, why they were there, how they were there. That had value. This, not so much.
Welcome to Dinosaur Adventureland. Boys, good to have you here. My name's Kent Hovind. I've been a Baptist preacher 50 years, taught high school science and math 15 years.
Press X to doubt on the latter one.
And we love the Lord around here. Our science center is 12,000 square feet of cool science activities, hands-on stuff, and teach you a science lesson with a spiritual application. Jesus did that. He would say, consider the lilies. Why do I want to think about a flower? Oh, they're beautiful and they don't worry about their clothes. Science
The fuck? Okay.
lesson, spiritual lesson. On day one,
Yeah, don't worry about clothes. Spiritual lesson. What the fuck, Kent? Whatever. It's probably some shit I wouldn't get because I don't spend my time reading some musty old book that is full of complete bullshit. But, you know. What do I know? I'm just one of them stupid atheists or stupid evolutionists who trust in science.
God said, let there be light. You know, to this very day, nobody knows what light is.
Except we do. We know what light is. It's a part of the electromagnetic spectrum. It's carried in discrete packets known as photons, which behave simultaneously with properties of being a particle and properties of being a wave. It's pretty cool stuff. We know what light is, though. We know very well what light is, so this is just a lie.
We know what it does. We can bend it, reflect it, refract it, diffuse it, but nobody
Oh, look, I'm Ken Hovind. I can use a few big words and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Hovind?
knows what it is. For instance, light can be bent. Let's see, you want to be tall and skinny or short and fat?
Tall and skinny.
Okay, come stand right here in front of this mirror. There you are, you're tall and skinny.
Oh, wow.
Now stand over here and you're short and fat.
Look, the kid sounds so excited. Oh, well, I am. It's like he's never seen a funhouse mirror before, because that's all they are, is funhouse mirrors. And you're not bending light. You're just reflecting it in a slightly funny way. Those are two different things, Kent. Just, distorted perception because the light's been reflected differently. That's wow. Congratulations. Like, none of these kids have ever seen that before. Ever. You're the first person to ever show them that. This is sarcasm, by the way, for those who can't tell.
Which one do you want to be?
This one.
Tall, skinny? Yeah. All right, look out of the way, try this guy.
He has to be rude right there. He can't just ask him nicely. All right, scoot over, let somebody else have something. He's just got to be like, okay, move out the way, let this guy. He's a fucking jerk. That's the thing about Hovind, and that's why we mock him the way we do, because he's a jerk. He's not a nice person. He puts on a charade, and he's naturally got the I'm religious, therefore I'm a good guy thing going on that always happens, but he's an asshole. Period.
There you go. That's what.
Also, I want to note that the camera person never got in there to actually show us the effect being demonstrated to the child. Thus, any value this would have towards showing anyone watching it who might not be able to go to DAL but wants to see some of these things, they completely lose all value that they could have gained from the demonstration.
Feels like to be tall and skinny or short and fat. These are just simply mirrors that are bent. Light can be bent. Light can be separated into colors.
That's not bending light, it's just a reflection. Fucking hell, Kent. You don't know shit.
A rainbow. There's all kinds of cool things you can do with light. You can grab hold of these things. Oh, the power's off here.
Ooh, I wonder what that notice says. I really do, but I can't quite make it out. It's just a little too fuzzy and my vision's kinda shit. Whatever, let's continue.
On day one, God said, let there be light. Light is actually a small part, a real small part of a huge electromagnetic spectrum. Big word. The sun is producing.
But Kent, I thought you said no one knows what light is. Yet you just described what it is in the same way, using the same principle that I did. First thing. That's fucking funny.
All kinds of things besides the colors we see. We can see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. What if we get to heaven and God gives us new eyes that can see the whole thing?
What? Okay, what value would that provide in some alternate dimension where there aren't radio waves? Or maybe there are, but why would there be radio waves in Hovind? What the fuck, Kent? What? What?
That means there'll be brand new colors. Not new shades of these colors. New colors. We can't even think about that. Certainly can't see it. You can take
Clumsy Hovind, knocking shit down.
light and look at it through pieces of plastic like this, and it filters it where only a certain color comes through. These are polarizing lenses. If you look this way, it's like a bunch of little tiny jail bars in there. The light can go through this way, but it can't go through this way. If you turn it sideways, you can't see anything. Turn it this way, you can see all the light, one polarized light. How many of you ever heard of polarized sunglasses or polarized filters?
Oh, there's the show of hands because Hovind taught fucking kids. And look at it, the kid in the red shirt isn't even interested at all. He's fucking bored. He's like, who the fuck is this old guy?
They take a plastic, they mix a molecule in there, it's real long, and they stretch it when they make the plastic, so all the molecules line up like jail bars. Oh, you got the hammer. Okay, come on over here, boys. This is a Tesla coil. When I was in high school, I led my best friend Randall to the Lord. He was an electronic genius. He said, Brother Hovind, I made you a Tesla coil. I said, you gotta be kidding. I said, no. Nikola Tesla invented this. How many of you ever heard of Elon Musk and his cars he's making called the Tesla? It's amazing what you can do with electricity. This little switch will take the electricity coming out of the wall, which is 110 volts, and transform it.
You know, I hate to be that guy, but we've actually kind of stepped up more to 120 as the more common voltage around the grid. Just saying.
Into 250,000 volts. Watch this. Are you going to be scared, boys?
Yep, and you know how they stepped it up that high? Through actual fucking science. They didn't pray about it and it just magically happened. They didn't look in the Bible and see something that described, step up transformers. No, we figured it the fuck out using our brains. But it's just a brain guy. Yeah, prove it or shut up. Also, I'm certain that isn't some shit his friend made. That's some crap he probably bought. Who knows where. If anyone can find that on, Temu or whatever, or Amazon, let me know.
Jesus can come in and transform you. Here, hold this light bulb. It's not hooked up to anything. You boys hold on to that. Let's see if it lights up. Ready? There it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they can see the glow, but it's like filming it. You might want to draw the shades. You might want to turn some lights out, something. But look at the people we're dealing with.
Tesla was trying to work on transferring electricity around
Also, it was Nikola, not Nikolai.
the city without using wires.
Wow.
I think it ended up being too expensive or couldn't get it done or something.
Yeah, the losses in doing wireless energy transfer are ridiculous. The charging port on my phone is broken because I have a weird knack for destroying iPhone charging ports. I blame Pokemon Go. Uh, so, and actually I wasn't playing that with this phone, so, whatever case. I got off on a little sidetrack there. So I have to use a wireless charger to charge my phone, and the energy losses pretty substantial, but I don't have a choice until I finally bother to get the thing fixed. But I'm honestly waiting till I just go on and get a new phone and then hopefully not fuck up the charging port on that one. But, that's why. And if you knew this stuff, Kent, you would know that. If this was going to be a focus of your discussions, you should be a little more sharp on that. Just my perspective. But the fact that you can take a fluorescent bulb, put it near a high energy field like that, and actually excite the mercury vapors in there, and get them to reach a stage where you have photon emission is pretty damn cool. That being said, though, again, normal ass plain old science. Well, Jesus can transform you. What the? You're just saying shit. This is what religion has, though.
Light is amazing. You can diffuse it. Let's see. You boys want to see what you look like with a beard? Dad, you sit over here, and you sit over here. There's a switch in front of you. I want you to line your noses up through the glass, and slow.
Look at it. All the propaganda you see plastered everywhere is straight from Kent's slides. God. I mean, I would say that's some, efficient reuse, not recreate things, but you think he could have something different. Like his style, his branding everywhere is just, ugh.
You back up a little bit there, Dad. Okay, now slowly move your switch up and down until your face becomes his face. You move yours up and down. Move the switch. You can trade faces. That's what you look like with a beard.
Also, I remember messing around with one of those at a school trip when I was in like 4th grade. So we're talking 1994. I mean, those things aren't new. They're just a fun little thing to do. It's not even really diffusing per se. It's just the nature of partial reflections. You kind of just, you're getting a double image effectively. I mean, the hell can't. It's not even teaching what you think it's teaching.
Real slow, real slow, real slow. And you see your nose, your face become his. Now here's it too bright. Dad, move yours up a little bit. Take your head off. There we go.
Is that better? Whoa.
So this glass here is diffusing the light, letting part of it come through, but not all of it. Light is amazing.
That's so
Nobody
cool.
knows.
I mean, I guess technically, but I mean, this is just look, light bulb glow. Look, bendy mirror makes you look weird. Look, I can sort of merge, a reflection plus a normal image. Whoa.
What it is, but it's sure amazing. I'm glad we got it. So God made light. Atheists will argue, well, how did they have light before the sun? Because he made the sun on day 3. I'm sorry, day 4. So, well, I think God made light first, himself, and he made the sun later.
You're complicating things for kids the moment you bring atheists into this stuff. I'm very certain they don't comprehend that concept or even that people reject this idea beyond, those who substitute for another religion. In fact, you're probably the first person to expose them to the concept of atheism. So you might just have planted the seed that hopefully will get these kids to eventually reject all this bullshit. Or at the very least, reject your variety of this bullshit.
Later, so we'd know not to worship it, because so many cultures worship the sun. We have all kinds of cool stuff to see in here. A missionary called me from South America.
Causes worship the sun. Yeah, and how did Aaron put it? Yahweh is a volcano god of air. That's an air jinn. And something else. When you look at the roots and pile them together, I mean, he was burning bush once. I'm sure some sort of burning herb was involved in the creation of those stories, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Just don't really have words.
A couple of years ago. He said, my natives just killed a big snake. Would you like the skin? I said, well, yeah. There it is up there. That's without the head. It was 24 feet long.
Yeah, that has what to do with light? What has what to do with the angry atheist, Hovind?
Yeah. All right. Anyway, you can spend a lot of time in here reading all the signs about electricity, magnetism, gravity. Maybe that ties in on day one also. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see and get to heaven.
Maybe it ties in. I don't know. Yeah, that's the answer, Kent. You don't know anything. Period. Science, however, real science, not the shit you call real science, they know some things. Scientists do, I should say. Science, we got a lot of stuff pretty well understood, and the little box for your magical sky daddy is getting tinier and tinier by the day.
So look at day 2. Anybody know what God made on day 2?
These nuts? I don't know. Okay, so that is first video of Kent's Science Center series. I guess we're going to look at all of them. I don't know. What I do know is this has been a video. I am disappointed. Catch you later.